Welcome back to the third half of Faded Worlds, the House of Reeds.
Third half. Yep.
How it goes. All right. Uh,
That's exactly how it goes.
I was about to deal myself a card, right?
Yeah.
And if somebody could advance ages while
Oh yeah, I'll take care of that, no problem.
move. No. But it is complicated. Okay, reveal something unexpected about a family member. Uh,
I had a thing that I would have loved to reveal with this card, but I can't because you're the one that drew it.
sorry. Sorry, I'll probably go in a completely different direction. Um,
That's fine. I could still draw it later.
uh, let's see.
Now come the M. Shyamalan plot twists.
I think that so I know how to do this. Okay, so what character did you want to reveal something about? I mean, I have an idea, but you won't tell me.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Come up with your own idea.
Okay. Well, um, I I think what I want to do is the scene is like pretty deep into the mines. Like the over the years, we haven't been like making a whole lot of changes to the map, but uh, and I'll
I mean, this is definitely a good time to do so,
yeah.
where we see just how far the mine expands now. Like it's been constantly expanding. We just haven't seen
Exactly.
that part of it. So that makes sense.
So yeah, uh, uh, the mines are much more extensive at this point, and I will start working on that. But the scene
Do your
itself
scene and then
is uh, uh, pretty far down in them, and
mhm.
the people involved are it mostly is Sophie talking to the voice, um, with Mari out of sight, listening in.
Of course. Okay.
Uh, and rather than just like narrating the whole thing, uh, I'm gonna say, uh, Mark, pick a character to play.
Hmm. I mean, I could play tag.
Of the three that
Of
are
the three characters in the scene.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So, okay, then I take Sophie. Who was this? Wait, see, did I misunderstand something?
Okay,
So the
so
scene is Sophie, the voice, and Mari.
Okay, then I take Sophie.
okay.
Yeah.
Kelsa?
The voice.
Okay. So I'll play Mari listening in.
I mean, I think this is cheating because unless we're learning something about Mari, that I mean, maybe we are.
Well, I'm curious where you two will go with the conversation, and I'd be happy to interject something depending on where you go. But for now, I'm just gonna find out because Mari's just listening in.
Mm.
I guess to be fair, I'll set something about what they're talking about.
Okay.
I think that uh, Sophie has they're talking about some sort of connection that Sophie has with the powers that be in the prison. But I'm not gonna say what exactly that connection is.
Hmm.
Have at.
Sophie, I've
Okay.
been keeping track of your off-world messages. I know you've been communicating with some higher ups in the prison system. Do you really not like me that much?
What are you even? You try to spy on us? You try to tell us what to do? You're
I'm trying to
nothing.
help you.
Yes, of course. You always say you guide us. But where are you guiding us to?
Happiness? Freedom, if I could.
I am so happy here. Mining day after day after day after day after day. Dulling the senses, dulling the mind. I even dream of mining.
I can't imagine what it's like for Mari. I watched her
And
grow up here.
there's like a quick shot of her and her reaction to Sophie being expressing her discontent. Uh, at that she like doesn't quite cry, but she starts to sniffle and she's visibly upset.
Mm.
Yeah, and the voice continues like, I've watched her grow up here. You know, this is all she's ever known. But it's been a good life for her nonetheless. Do you disagree?
If it's been a good life for her, that is great. But first off, wouldn't another life maybe be better? And second, is that all there is here? Is that the purpose of everything here? You have some kind of other interest. You can't tell me that, and I will try to find out what you are and what you want until I know what's going on here. This all reeks of something's going on here.
Been going on for a long time.
Care to elaborate what is going on?
Sometimes I wonder if Tuck knows.
I just look a bit suspicious, like, and like.
And I think Mari steps out and says, "He doesn't."
Mari, What are you doing this far in the mines? You know it's not safe.
What do you mean? I grew up in the mines.
This
I know
is
where
the...
everything is here.
Like, the voice doesn't know what to say to that. So it's just silent for a minute.
Yeah. Be a
And
good girl, and can you fetch me the talks about some kind of equipment that she's pretty sure will take a long time to find and get to get to her. Can you bring me that, please?
oh,
Thank
but
you very much.
you should both know that we're getting very close
Close to what?
to where it's buried.
Where what's buried?
Yeah.
The I don't know what you call it. The artifact. It's 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 always been here before the before we even started mining. I mean, I think they left it here.
Who are
I,
they?
And Sophie's beginning to like, oh yeah, she has found those kinds of books, and now she's in that phase where she thinks, okay, that this is real and making weird stories. And yeah, of course, I suppose, yeah.
I kind of want to cut the scene there so that
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, that's unexpected. I like it. It's good.
Yeah, I mean that wasn't the plan from the beginning of the scene. I just
That's good though. I really like it. It's perfect. My turn. Let me get a card here. Deal one card to myself. Hmm. The outside world is changing. Show how family members experience this and reshuffle. I think the scene takes place in the mess, and like we see Tuck standing there talking to that one professional miner that he'd been having a fling with, and he's like tugging on her hands, and she's like, we're getting reassigned. I'm sorry. You knew this was only temporary, Tuck. And he's like looking around, he's like, they're gonna send replacements, aren't they? We're gonna have to go through this whole damn thing again. And she just shakes her head. She's like, I don't know. I was just told where to go to get picked up. And yeah, and I think like Tuck is like more angry than sad, and she walks away, like picking up her bag to leave. That's my scene. Brad, take care of reshuffling the cards so that I don't mess it up.
Sure. All right, they're shuffled. Uh, you should be good to go, Mark.
Yep. Ooh boy. That starts well.
Oops. I'll just draw all over it. How's that?
Yeah. You don't like this card, I see.
No, actually, I kind of love this card. Like in general.
Yeah.
It's a very good card. It's definitely a good story prompt to always keep in mind.
Weird things are happening. Like Mary is aging much faster than she should. For like, she's almost like hitting puberty now, and that's not how this should be with normal human beings. And that there are.
Did we go ahead and update the ages?
Yes.
Okay.
They are updated.
She also, like, there are things that are not explainable, and apparently she's not 100% human, and take from that what you will.
That mysterious mom.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that it, or is that set up?
I mean, it's the thing is, people are acting differently. Some are scared, some don't really want to have anything to do with it. Some just ignore the facts and say, yeah, whatever, doesn't matter. And definitely it changes everything a little bit, how she's perceived in the community. So that's it.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and deal myself a card. Not sure exactly what I was hoping for, but probably not this. Not a disaster. Especially since we just touched on Mari growing older. So I think this is another one in the mines, and it's Tuck is working right at the edge here, and he's sweating and you know, normally the place is you know, quite cold, like they have to turn up, they have to, you know, keep heating going just to not freeze to death. But he's like sweating profusely, and uh, he's still working in the the progress has been slower right at this part. I mean, uh, it's all uh, normally Mari knows exactly where to dig, but the and she said right here, but this is I don't know what's going on. This has been we've made so the progress has been so slow on this spot, and oh my fucking back. I don't know. I don't know. Things have just been off. I don't know. And I think the scene cuts to the speaker where the voice's speaker, and he doesn't say anything, but just the hi, just the fact that it cuts to him, um, and there's like this ominous linger on it. Uh, may say something, but the voice is silent. Um, I'll cut it there.
Interesting. That makes it my turn. I forgot turn order for a
Oh
second.
yeah, okay. And
Oh yes,
I
age
will
up.
go ahead and age everybody.
Thank you. Ooh, aspire.
Huh.
A family member has distant hopes and ambitions. How do they deal with or displace this? Okay, I think the scene is in the dining room, and it's between Mari and the voice. Like everybody else is down in the mines right now, and Mari had come up to like get drinks for everyone. Like she tries so hard to do mining, but she's not really that great. So a lot of times they just like have her fetch things for them. So having her go and uh, get the drinks and stuff is pretty normal. So Mari is there in the refrigerator, and the voice comes on, and it's like, "Do you ever hope for more than what you have here?" And Mari nods, and then she remembers that the voice can't see her, and says, "Yeah, yeah, I want to see the stars from the outside. I went up to the top of the cliff once, and I heard them calling to me. Jarrow said in his last letter, it was so amazing to see this place fall away and turn into a tiny speck." And like she like goes over to the big window on the dining room where there's just barely a tiny crack of sky that you can see above the cliffs. And she kind of like puts her hand onto the window, and she's looking at a specific star. But again, the voice can't see this. And she like taps on the glass and like points at that star, and she's like, "I think I need to go there." And the voice is like, I tried to get your dad to agree to leave twice before. He's stubborn. You're gonna have to speak up next time. I think you're old enough he'll listen to you. And then Mari takes like the tray of like bottled water or whatever to go out to the mine. That's the end of the scene.
All right. Mom.
Okay, then it's my turn. All right. That was new. Tradition. Yeah. So influenced by the voice, Mary tries to talk about how is the outside world? Can we go there? What is different in other places than here? And he doesn't really want to talk much about it, so he always keeps his answers short. Now we have been here for a long time. It's fine here. It's not that different there, anyways. It's okay. Also, and like one time he let slip like, also how is she going to find us if she looks for us? And he's like, no, that's sorry, I had too much of the whatever the thing is called that we drink usually. I really had enough. I need to go sleep. And yeah, it's at this comment, Sophie is brings him to bed and goes to bed herself, and seems to be in a sour mood for the following days. Why ever? And I'm done.
Okay. All right.
I'll remember to update everybody's ages while you
on deck. You know what I want? Gimme. Nope. Nope.
Is it move?
No, it isn't move. Conflict.
Oh yeah, conflict.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
So this is so like everybody's in the in the big room, having sort of like a town hall, and the the replacement workers have been trying to keep have been like taking all the shifts in the mine lately, and been and not letting have been insisting on not digging in this digging in this branch of it. and uh, so uh, Sophie has been saying that well, it's not worth fighting over. Let's just um, uh, we've been able to extract great resources from the other ones, and that last tunnel has been going very slowly. Tuck is kind of back and forth on it. It's been a real pain in the butt, uh, in the butt. But uh, Mari says, "No, no, it's important. We're almost there, and I'm sorry, but we shouldn't just uh, let the others have it for themselves. It's um, and as she's saying that, one of the newcomers cuts her off and like says, "That's it, kid. I uh, we've been we've been reasonable and kind for long enough, but it's time for you to go. You've all of you have overstayed your welcome. Uh, this facility, I think, needs to be officially under what do we want to call under um, uh, Finger Hut control." Um, and uh, at that, uh, Tuck kind of stands up and some of the other like originals are Jasmine are like, what um and that lead miner uh, takes out a gun and says, "No, now is the time." Um, and he starts to put it up to Mari's head when what's the other non-family member that was named the not Jasmine but
It was Jade and Stone.
Jade. Oh, okay. So sorry, not Jasmine, but Jade was saying that before. When Stone uh, uh, clocks him from behind, um,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like a scramble, and they grab the gun, and um, no shots are fired, but the new miners are kind of uh, escorted off the premises, and the airlock closed behind them.
Wow. Okay, interesting.
Hmm.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Departure. One or more family members leaves or dies. Uh uh hmm. Hmm. Oh, this is tough. I think it's Sophie. Um we're in the dining room, and Sophie is talking to Tuck. And Tuck's like, you have to tell Mari that you're going. And she's like, I don't have to tell Mari anything. So and he's like, she's going to find out when you reach him. You know he's going to tell her, right? And she's like, it doesn't matter. I've got in contact with him, and I've got a way off this rock. I have to take this opportunity. I need to see my son again. And Tuck just kind of shakes his head, and then Sophie leaves. And then like half a second later, we see like after the airlock opens and closes, we see Mari like coming in, like dragging her teddy bear, rubbing her sleepy eyes, being like, who's leaving in the middle of a sleep cycle? And Tuck just like kneels down to get on her level and has to tell her that Sophie left without saying goodbye.
Wow. At least didn't tell her she's going to buy cigarettes.
Right? I mean, Tuck's a good dad. Despite everything, he's a good dad.
Yeah, he is. I suppose it's my turn now, is it not?
Correct.
Oh boy. I could make this super awkward now.
Oh.
Arrival? It's Sophie. She came back like 5 minutes later. She couldn't actually get off planet.
I mean, that would be super awkward. I was thinking about Gyro coming back because she thought they would meet up here, and
that would be funny.
Well, let's do that. Then Gyro is back. Go figure. He was like, you're here, Mom. Okay, then I'll come to see you. And she's like, okay.
So he would be 16 if he was aging normally.
Yeah. Have there been relativistic effects?
Yeah. Is he older than that because of relativistic, or
could be
younger than that? Yeah, younger than that. Yeah.
I think he just aged regularly.
Okay.
So
then he'd be 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
update his card.
I can do it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, tell us about the scene when he gets back.
So he comes through the door to the airlock. It's like, hello everyone, I so missed you. And just to see that most of the faces he doesn't recognize. And what happened here? Hey, where's my mom? Where's she wanted to meet up here, right? And then he meets up with Tuck and Mary, and it's just like this bittersweet moment when he's glad to see them, they're glad to see him, but
he really did want to see his mom.
It's like when everything is settled, they know what happened. It's like there's like this. It's an awkward moment. Let's just say it's a few awkward days, and they just try to not talk about it and not think about it.
There's
And
so much awkwardness going on.
except Mary is like super happy and kind of thinks that Sophie deserve it anyway to meet up with him again. And yeah.
Brilliant.
All right.
I guess I'll age everybody up.
Huh.
Oh my.
Yeah. Given who's here, I'm not sure how best to do this. I guess.
I mean, there's always NPCs.
Yeah.
Other people.
There is, but wouldn't that be as fun? I've seen too much Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you really have. Get out. I mean, I've got some weird ideas.
I mean, it's a little bit tempting to go there.
Yeah,
but kind of ew.
The thing is, the universe wants it to happen. The Eros card was always there, and Sophie and Chuck were always there, but it didn't get drawn because now that Sophie left, it has been drawn. I mean,
it could be unrequited lust, just romance. It doesn't necessarily have to be sex.
I mean, the voice could fall in love with Chuck.
Yeah, we could do that too, but that's in some ways worse.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so in the mine, kind of like here, Mari is helping Gyro chip away, and they're just getting out a pretty large deposit of that silvery, multi-hued metal. And
star metal.
Yes.
We need it to upgrade all of our weapons to the final tier.
And Mari says, I know you kind of think of me as a little sister, but really, I don't feel that young. I've things have kind of changed.
That's true. We already determined that she's like more mature physically than 13.
Yeah. And Gyro is seems a little bit taken aback. He's not. Says, What exactly do you mean, Mari? And she takes his hand and says, "It's not just us, you know. Everything is going to change soon." What do you mean? I can't explain it exactly. But when the change does come, I want you to stay close. I don't want to lose you. He says, "Well, of course, I wouldn't want to lose you either. But..." And she says, "No, but, no, but, just be ready." And she kisses him on the cheek. It's too dark to see that he blushes, but he does. And let's call it there.
Okay. Yeah, let's call it there. Let's see what I get. Ooh. Joy.
Oh boy.
Show how family members show happiness. Share happiness. So I think they've been... I think this is in the mines, and they're going down that tunnel that has been years. They keep getting closer and closer to it that Marie talks about. And finally one of their picks chips through, and it's hollow behind. And of course it was Tuck. And he cheers. He just rings out, and it like echoes throughout all of the mines, and everyone like comes running, and he's like jumping up and down. He's like, I did it. We're there. This is it. I mean, maybe a month to get this whole thing cleared out, but this is it. And like they all like dance around and like throw like a big party where they're like dancing through the mines, like through the mine tunnels, in a big party to celebrate their progress. And that's my scene.
That means I'm next. Eh? Progress. Huh. Oops. I'm making a mess.
That's fine.
Okay. Progress. The excavation is going as planned, and they get what they have never gotten, like brand new tools to work with, like real tools, like not those rusty things that they make work somehow because they're used to it, but quality. And they even get better work times. Like they don't have, they can sleep longer if they want to. They get better food. It seems it's weird, but the voice said someday he made a good deal or something, and or he arranged something good, and life is looking good.
Cool deal.
I guess I will age everyone up as Brad draws a card.
All right. Got here. Aha! There you are.
Perfect timing.
Yes. Okay. So I'll just draw a new card. No.
Well, you do also draw a new card.
Oh, I do draw a new card, and optionally I can add a new room. Okay. Well, I'm definitely gonna add a new room, but I guess the second card will sort of tell me a little bit what's in it. I mean, I had ideas, but this oh, where is it gonna show up? Okay. One thing. Okay. And the new room. That.
And what's inside it?
And inside. Oh yeah. Let's let me cheat on that. Find more moments. Eh.
Aha! I knew it.
What is? Oh, it's ship.
To have it not snap to grid, you have to hold Alt down while you're moving it.
Alt. Okay. I was trying Control and Shift because I had forgotten. There we go.
There you go.
So yeah, they clear out a way and can actually get in there, and the ship is actually um, facing up, like ready, like in a launch position. Um, and like everybody comes in to marvel at it. Uh, and uh, Mari says to Gyro, "It's okay. You should touch it." And the others are all like, "Hold on, hold." But he goes ahead and does so, and the side opens up, and before they can stop him, he just walks right in. Uh, and and Mari follow. Mari darts forward and follows him. Uh, and the ship kind of lights up from the inside, and and a few moments later it says uh, new authorized pilot scanned and recognized. Um, uh, pilot uh, Pilot Gyro, please proceed to uh, the bridge. And I'll leave it there.
Okay.
Hmm.
It's good. It's real good. The outside world is changing. Show how family members experience this, and then reshuffle. So, I think this takes place in the spaceship room. And it actually, over the past few months, Gyro has been taking the ship out and practicing maneuvers. And he returns and he's getting out of the ship. And Tuck is there talking to him. And it's like, how many are there this time? And Gyro shakes his head and he's like, too many. They want this ship. I know that's why they're here. I can't leave the gorge or they'll spot me from orbit. Unless we can do something about them, we're not going to be able to get out of here. And Tuck kind of shakes his head and is like, we can always ask the voice. And Gyro is like, I don't know if I trust the voice. And Tuck kind of nods because they both know that the voice can't hear them down here in the spaceship room. And that's the scene.
Okay. Oh, and I need to shuffle 13 cards on the table. Okay, it's ready.
Um, let's go. Joy. Um, yeah. They got some new books and equipment that like you can watch some thing that has been filmed before somewhere, and there are really interesting stories that you can see. You found that you can use it now, and Tuck knows about stuff like that, and Gyro also, he apparently had that when he was gone. It's called video or something, like, and you can watch awesome things together. And I don't know, what would you like to play out a scene when they have like a TV evening, or you, is it enough as a scene like it is, like imagining them together in the evening after hard work, sitting in front of a screen together, having a good time?
I don't know. I mean, just that narration gives a feel, but if you want to play it out, sure.
I don't mind. It was the question if you want to play it.
I think it's pretty good. So
Okay, then fine.
okay. I'll age everybody up. Another year has passed. It's been 8 years.
Yeah. Okay. So let me see. I think that well, okay. Let's I sort of want to see how this plays out rather than like narrate. So let's
Set the stage. Tell us
yeah.
who's there.
Okay. So it's in the mines, but right near the ship room.
Mm-hmm.
And the I think Mari, uh, uh, Gyro, and the voice are there.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see. I think I would like to play the voice here, and you two can pick the others.
Okay.
I'll take the one that I'll take the one that's left.
Okay. In that case, I will play Gyro. I'll be Gyro. Let's go. Makes you Mari.
Yeah. Okay.
So set the stage a little bit. Like,
So yes, I think yeah, Mari and Gyro are just kind of walking by when the voice speaks up, uh, saying, "I don't have a complete idea of what's farther down there, but uh, from other conversations that I've heard, I have some idea. I'm doing my best. You must realize to keep soldiers from arriving. Uh, Perhaps if you brought me in and informed me, I could do a better job of it."
and I think Gyro like turns to Mari and just quietly shakes his head.
But it has always been there, and I remember when we all got that new stuff. I mean, that it probably wants just the best of us, right? Okay, completely innocent.
I have been more constrained about what I could do in the past, but uh, the the corporation has been very pleased with your uh, output in terms of metals, but they have received some reading about the area beyond, and they are uh, extremely interested in investigating. I've
How do we know they're not monitoring this line right now? Gyro interjects.
well, if I'll tell you what, if there's anything that you've wanted to know that hasn't been that I might know, but uh, haven't been at liberty to reveal, I'd be willing to reveal it now.
Who are you really?
I'm let's just say that uh, Mari and I share certain uh, certain common ancestors, say.
Gyro kind of squints his eyes and looks over to Mari. wasn't much of an answer. And he kind of gives her the significant PC glance of, I told you we can't trust her. I told you we couldn't trust that voice.
Certain. Let's just
But
say.
it's just eyes,
Yeah. Well, you did say that there's not much there.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's not much there, yeah.
Certain ancestry that is very much not local.
I don't know. I don't understand the situation, but she looks at Garo.
There's.
I think I'll just trust in you. I've never known anything about, not really even this place. But she doesn't say anything else. Like the voice could interpret this as it being said to it too. So.
Mari, you said that there was a star you wanted to light. Perhaps that's possible.
She looks at Gerald like helpless and overwhelmed a little bit, because she didn't really think too much about any of this beforehand, because she's ever lived here, and everything else might be a dream or wish, but that something like this, like one of her closest people being wrong in the wrong, something that's not something she would like to consider.
Yeah, he just kind of like looks back and is like, I want to be able to take you there too. We don't need the voice's help for that.
And now she's like, I'm really getting a bit serious here. Come on, it's a great day. Let us not be gloomy about stuff like that. It's like looking to the ground and be like flustered.
Well, I understand your distrust. But there's not a lot of time left. I'm doing everything I can, but I won't be able to hold them off forever.
Can you distract them? Give us a window?
Yes, I think I can.
Just let me know when.
Okay. Call it?
Yeah, that sounds like a scene.
No.
Let's see. Craft. A family member possesses a special skill not yet possessed by others. What is it? I think this time we get to see Tuck at work. He's in the main mess area at the um the kitchen place, and has just jars and jars lined up because he knows how to make like preserves. He's taking like to keep them in line. They've been given like fresh rations so that it's more pleasant, but also that they cannot store because and they have to rely on the new drops, right? And so he's taken those and he's starting to can jams and pickle olives and that sort of thing in order to make them so supplies that they can take with them that will be good for a long time. So they're rationing their food right now so that they can have some more later, and he's making sure that that's going to actually last.
It's showing me that my connection to Roll20 has been interrupted. Is it the same for you?
No.
German version of Comcast.
Well, I'm not from Germany, so I'm in Austria. So Austrian. Oh, it's gone again, and everything should be fine. Okay, everything is fine. Oh, I can't really say anything bad about my provider. To be honest, I don't really have any problems. Probably because I live in a city. And, if it doesn't work there, where should it work? All right. Yeah, it's my turn to pick a card, is it not?
Mm-hmm.
Now I can do that, so I will do just that.
Oh, I haven't seen that before.
Support. I think the voice is actually trying to help Gyro a lot over the time now, to gain his trust and try to win him over. And he's having a better time than he usually has. Like, he knows where to go, what to do, and always has it a little bit easier than he would usually have. Sorry, that's all I got because I can't really think too much right now. I don't know.
Okay. Hey, what do we got? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh?
Well, I mean, it isn't necessarily an uh-oh, but
Oh, darn.
So, okay, so it's a family member, not just, like, rando. I think, that, for the first time in years, there's there's a knock at the airlock,
Interesting.
Yes. And oh well, yeah. Oh, okay. Uh, and Tuck uh, uh, opens it and cycles it through. Uh, and when it opens, there are two people standing there. Uh, One uh, looks like uh, 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 looks like a very old man, in his late 80s, maybe almost his 90s. Um, Except that there's something strange about his features, like his eyes. His eyes are very dark, and the irises cover almost uh, uh, like there's almost no sclera, no white. It's a little disconcerting, and there's and he has just uh, something. There's just like a slight uncanny valley to his face. Um, the person with him um,
Their name is Mysterious Note.
his mysterious note.
I mean, actually, this name would kind of fit at this point. If we ever play some kind of game again where somebody has like an alias, it would be definitely Mysterious Note at this point. Like, what is your name, hero? Mysterious Note.
And the person with him uh, they take off their helmet, and Tuck freezes and pales. Uh, and the face beneath is just clearly well uh, where uh, where the voice had Uncanny Valley. Uh, this person is on the other side of that valley. Uh, it's there's uh, there's oh um uh it's the face is uh human in shape, but it's clear that it's a composition of other creatures. Like it's uh, a you can just tell that it's a colony of vaguely of amorphous but vaguely flesh-colored entities that are just taking the shape of a face.
Hmm.
Um, and they say, "It's okay, Tuck. Your daughter is honored among us, and now that you have uncovered a vehicle capable of returning to origin, it is time for us to meet." And I'll call it there.
Yeah. Katza, you are muted.
Oh, I just said interesting,
Hmm.
and that I'll age everybody up.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy, but can we wrap it up soon? Because
Yeah, it's no, I agree totally.
Yeah, it's getting to be that time for sure. It's getting to be past that time. So do we want to leave it to the cards to see if I draw or do we
Something
just
appropriate
want
to end, or you want to just pick
maybe
one?
we can just end it there.
yeah, and we can
Okay, that's
play
fine too.
end it another time.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so just call it here, or is there?
Yeah, I think so.
There isn't like a wrap up um, procedure, right? It's just like
Not really.
end when you're ready to end, and you know, sometimes when prompted by move, but oh yeah, okay. Game concludes when you want it to, but final move is a good breaking point. I think we're
Yeah, I
it's
think
kind of
we're
interesting to end with an arrival.
right.
Cliffhanger.
Kind of a cliffhanger, kind of but I mean it sort of feels like a resolution too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we didn't answer the question of who returns to origin and who does not.
True.
Um, yeah, I mean, like midway through, I knew I wanted to push towards a direction of discovering uh, pretty much a ship. I mean, but
Yeah, something like that.
yeah.
So I have to say, all right, I'll tell you what I wanted to do
Oh
with
yeah.
complication. I had two different ways I was thinking about taking it. One was that the voice was actually Mari's mother this whole time, and Mari and Tuck had aged significantly where she did not, due to relativistic things, or no, I mean vice versa. Well, they wound up traveling. Well, she stayed still.
Mm-hmm.
They were younger, or alternatively, and both of these things could have potentially been true. That it's actually Tuck that had the alien DNA the whole time, and that
Oh, that would
both
have been
both
cool.
both Mari and Gyro's mothers were perfectly human, but
Ah,
that Gyro is actually also in that line. But
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
hmm.
So,
I never got
yeah.
that, so you didn't get to see my cool ideas. See, I think things would have gone differently if either one of those had been true.
Mm-hmm.
True.
I liked where it went though. It was good. It was interesting. This was fun.
Yeah. Ooh. I am left with a burning question.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Kelsa,
Yes.
what are you up to on the internet? Where can people find you?
Hello, I'm Kelsa. You can find me on Twitter at Kelsa. You can find me here on Twitch and on YouTube, Kelsa Delphi, all one word. I also have links to that on Twitter. It's probably easier just to go to at Kelsa on Twitter, just because KELSA is easier to spell than KELSADELPHI. But so it goes. Yeah, I play a lot of role-playing games on the internet. 6 now, starting tonight. My week starts on Wednesday evening. I play Longfall over on Tuxedomus's channel. It's a game of open legend that I really love. It's a fantasy setting where we live in a floating city and are cops. We just ended a major arc where we capture a serial killer who had been tormenting us since like episode 2. And we're gonna take a week off, and then time skip into the future and add a new cast member. So, I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, here 9 a.m. Pacific, you can find me on RPGlory's channel where we play a variety of things, starting Blades in the Dark soon. On Thursday evenings, 5 p.m. Pacific, I'm over on Henley's channel. We're starting a new game of Fate called Polyrhythm. And I'm excited about that. It's about like dream magic, which is pretty interesting. On Friday nights on my own channel is Harvest Valley, which is a Burning Wheel game that we are setting in the tone of Harvest Moon or Stardew Valley, where it's just a simple farming life with occasionally digging in the mine and fighting monsters.
How's that going?
Rarely. It's going pretty good. Tomorrow will be episode 3, and it's been a lot of fun so far. I'm really enjoying being a simple farmer in Burning Wheel. It's surprisingly satisfying. Especially since my farmer doesn't know how to farm.
Oh no.
She was an accountant. But that's neither here nor there. So then I have 2 more shows on Saturdays at 1 in the afternoon. I'm back on Tuxedomus's channel for Magic Dance, which is a scum and villainy game, which is a hack of Blades in the Dark set in space. It's pretty cool, pretty fun. I play an alien that is just basically an anthropomorphic gumdrop, And then at 5 p.m. on Saturdays, I'm on AP Gaming Reels channel. We're playing D&D, just classic old D&D. I play an elf bard. She's pretty fun. So that's all the things I do. It's a lot of things. So to keep up with that, follow me on Twitter. I always tweet when I'm going live. Go over to my Twitch channel. I always throw up a host when I'm on somebody else's show. And that's it. That's my day. Sometimes I play Overwatch.
Okay, cool. Mark, do you have any shoutouts? That's pretty good.
A+.
So you can find me here, which is for live stuff is twitch.com/RPGlory. For archives, it's YouTube/C/RPGlory. And I will be back on Friday, no, Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. Pacific on Dark Lavender Void's channel. We're going to create theoretically we're going to create 4 story
Madness.
games
You're gonna
and
create
playtest them
madness.
in 2 hours. I'm not sure how we're going to do that, but I'm looking forward to the challenge. It should be it should be a lot of fun. It should be crazy. And then in theory, I'll be back on that afternoon to do some more development on the Eshkaton, which is a Powered by the Apocalypse science fiction hack that I've been chipping away at. On Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific, I'll be doing a thing, most likely just playing some video games with Leo, aka Doc Artuno, aka Wizard Darna, and then we will. I'll be back, as Kelsa mentioned, on Thursday. Possibly even starting Blades. We'll, sooner or later, it's going to come together, and we'll do the thing, and it will be super cool. So, thanks again. Have a good one, everybody.
Bye bye.